What's up there folks, welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing more Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator. As you can see, we are approaching a stop here. I'm just going to jump back behind the wheel and just hopefully get this thing stopped before we arrive at this signal. Now last time round we arrived at this exact same spot. We were playing in survival mode and unfortunately we died as we were just parking the truck because of a hangover of all things. So that was our progress last time. I did say that I was going to go back and reload the game and get us to a point where we would be basically in the same place. But this time round, guys, we are in simulation mode. Now there is a few differences. Well, firstly, we're not going to have any issues with survival stuff, like all of the stats that were in the top left-hand corner. They're now all missing, and no longer do we need to sort of keep an inventory of food, drink, alcohol, strangely, or anything like that. We also don't have any story bits and bobs. We don't need to purchase weapons or knives, guns, those types of things. What we do need to do is to concentrate on driving the train and to bring it to this point now where we're going to be stopping. So it is all about the railway simulation side of things, and we do want to be making this stop correctly here as we approach the railway switch, but we're not in too much danger. We don't need to worry a great deal. Our speed's coming down nicely. Our brakes are released, but we did put a little bit on, which resulted in us starting to slow down properly. The one thing that I will say is, if you saw our previous episode, which I'd recommend going and checking out if you haven't seen it, as we just approach this bumpy section again, which threw us off last time. If you haven't seen the previous episode, you'll see there that when we went across the bridge, we were then tasked with blowing it up. In this video, well, we have passed the bridge, but there was no, I think a guy was called Boris. He wasn't there waiting for us in order to provide some explosives, so that wasn't a task. So yeah, there's no sort of story tasks included in the simulation side of the game. So the survival side contains the story bits and bobs. So if I was to pick up the full game of this, I would probably play through the survival side. I did notice on the Steam store, in terms of the community aspect of it, that they were talking about improving the death by hangover side of things, which a few people had commented seemed a little strange. And I have to agree, I don't think it's really something which is ideal. Just wondering why we're not increasing speed. We do have... There we go. Guess it's because we're going slightly uphill. We do want to be stopping before this railway switch anyway though, so not too far. Just going to make sure we get up this hill alright. Shut this back off. So yeah, no issues to worry about. We can whip the window open if we want. And things like, you know, previously we were sort of keeping care of our temperature because of the need to make sure that we didn't catch hypothermia. Sorry, that was me sneezing, just caught out there. But yeah, no issues with that this time. We just want to make sure that we stop before this railroad switch. The one thing I noticed when I was playing this game, just to get us to the point that we're at now, there seemed to be some issues with the draw distance. Shadow draw distance. I don't know whether you can see it there. It wasn't an issue previously. We'll just get this thing stopped. We start to look at jumping down from here. So we are now coming to a stop. There we go. We'll now go and switch this switch. Like so. Climb back aboard. And yeah, release the brake. Which I think is just about sorted there because the reservoir is coming up. We just want to put that back into service mode. And we'll just hopefully now be able to go forward without any issues. And there we go, yeah. So yeah, hope you're enjoying the videos. What I will say is, as part of this whole thing, this prologue is available to those that click on the Steam store, and then if you click on the prologue, you've then got to request access in order to access the playtest, which is the prologue basically. So yeah, we've done a couple of these before now. One of those was Beer Factory Simulator, which we did a couple of videos on that one. If you didn't check that out, that was pretty fun. That game's not out yet; it comes out next year. Another one that we'll be looking at is a game called Music Store Simulator, which you've got access to as well. So we've been granted access to a couple of these prologue issues of the game and gift-run games, and I'm looking forward to covering those in more detail as well as time goes on. But yeah, I don't know when this is going to sort of cut off, when it's going to stop us from playing further. Obviously the demo we played in a couple of videos ago, and that was something where we reached a certain point and then it just came to a halt. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. I don't know whether it'll be a case of maybe if we stop here, it might even end. I have no idea whatsoever, so we'll just see. Not too far to go to our decoupling area. As you can see, it's highlighted red here as we approach this area. This track's very bumpy, up and down. Needs the power off a little bit. You can see the rock there of the train as it passes over this track. I'm aware that we're stopping, so we'll just hit that. We can also do a whistle and a horn if necessary. Notice that all the trains that come past you, they tend to all whistle at you or blow the horn, which is nice and friendly because you don't get that on Train Sim World. Mind you, I'm pretty sure in the UK trains don't beep at each other, so it's just a little touch that's in this game. I don't know whether it's authentic to the area or, you know, locationally, whether that's something that happens. I guess we'll just crack on and see, but we're learning. I mean, look at this. I do have to say, I mean, looking out the window here, seeing all these train carriages parked up, there's plenty of action. See? Beeped at. Actually, that's a whistle, isn't it? Yeah, whistled at. Alright, well, we're going 12 Ks. We leave that power handle off because as we roll up here, we start reducing our speed. We limit the braking power that we have to apply. We've still got just less than 25 minutes to go to reach this destination, so we've made good time, which I would expect. I wonder whether the game does get more challenging in that area as you go on. I would hope so. I hope it gets a little bit more tighter to arrive at destinations in time. But hopefully, as we go on here, we'll see a little bit more of the game, hopefully. I'll just have to see how that goes. Right, we're going to be looking to get some brakes on. Got about 11 kilometers to roll off. Stop the train with all the railroad cars in the marked area, so we've gone past that area. Might need to reverse here. Yeah, we've gone past, unfortunately. Go outside and uncouple. Oh, it's actually telling us to uncouple, so maybe we might be alright here. Right. Oh, we might be okay, actually. No, we've done it right. We've done it right because our train is actually outside the area, but our cars are all in the area. Let's see if we can... I might have to go on this side. There we go. Job complete. $500. So the railroad cars have been uncoupled. F. Right, what's next? Oh, well that's it, guys. Well, it's a bit of a short one. Early access will be released soon. Add our game to your wish list to receive a notification and leave feedback on the game's official Steam forum. Your help and suggestions are needed to add more features and content to improve the overall game experience. Please fill out the survey. Click the link right. Well, maybe won't be doing the survey, but I can't help but think if we were to come back here under the guise of the survival side of things, there might be more to do because I know that we had a package to deliver to Boris. This will be it for today, guys. I really want to say thank you so much for joining me for this video. Sorry if it was a little bit shorter than usual. Hopefully it was enjoyable anyway. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd love it if you go ahead and do that. And I'll catch you guys again soon. Take care.